So I'm coming up with a plan to put this car up on some ramps with some mouse killing stations under each of the 4 tires. Hey, it's Chris from Tiny Industrial. So whenever you're parking a car someplace where there's going to be rodent activity, you want to protect your car. I'm going to use peppermint oil on the engine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this vehicle on some ramps, prevents mice from jumping up and grabbing onto like the tailpipe. Let's grab a pencil and get going here with a tape measure. All right, so my SUV's got some pretty formidable tires in terms of the width. I've calculated it out at 5. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces there. We're just gonna superimpose this 2x4 on top of the other one, and we're just gonna chop right through that with the miter saw, which I am about to set up. This is what we're gonna get our 4 pieces out of. So now we're gonna chop this in half. All right, these are our 8 end pieces. Yeah, they're 5.5. They need to be 5. So now that we've cut our 5-inch pieces, so this is going to go like this. Then we're going to have these blocks in between there, and let's say right about there. And then we're going to cover that top piece with the plywood. And the wheel's basically going to sit on top of that. And then whatever's left over, we're going to slice these so that you can drive the car up on them, hopefully. All right, so on this piece of plywood, we're going to do a 1 foot long piece for each ramp. And each ramp is going to be 8 inches wide. So that's 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, because we got a lovely 24-inch by 24-inch piece here. So 8, 16, 24 gives you 1, 2, 3 pieces. And then we're going to cut 1 additional piece over here, 1 foot long, 8 inches wide. We've got our 4 platforms here. Now let's start putting these pieces together, or rather, hold on, I'm going to slice the angles on these ramps. Let me show you that again. If we have this sitting on top of here, that's your first platform. We need to slice an angle down on this thing. So we're going from about here to, like, we don't have to go all the way to the bottom because it's going to sink into the dirt a little bit anyway. I'm going to go like here to here. You can use a skill saw, circular saw, jigsaw, whatever kind of saw you have will do the trick. All right, so there we go. I'm pretty happy with that type of result. So we still have our like 12 inches here, and that is going to form the ramp. But I'm going to cut all the pieces like this. Use this one as a template. All right, so next up we're going to just screw all these various things together. Exterior grade screws. Focus, focus. There they are. Very nice. I like using these. This is like a star drive. This is going to be the top. I'm going to offset this a little bit. And by offset, I mean I'm going to create a little bit of an overlap back here, giving a little bit of a roof to what will be the entry point. It's kind of like a birdhouse for mice, if you will. Now, my idea for this is when I'm driving my vehicle up here, these things are going to have a tendency to want to slip and slide, but I have a plan for that. Timber hex screws. Now these are amazing. Diedrichson first turned me on to these things. Look at these suckers. Look at that. That is a 6-inch timber lock screw. I'm going to send these through the plywood, and they're going to protrude out the bottom. Now when these things are pressed into the ground by the weight of the vehicle, and as I'm trying to, as I said, drive up these ramps, these spikes are going to be in the ground, and they'll give it stability and hold so that it doesn't slip. Those dangerous looking screws coming out the bottom, that's for grip, as we got to drill a hole right through here where the mice can get in and out, and then in here is going to be the killing chamber. All right, anyway, 3 more, and then we'll have that done. All right, so here we go. We got them all done. They can fit through very small holes. All right, here we go. Let's give this a shot. But there you go. That's the entry point. We're going to do that on all 4 of them. So I've got these little screws here. I'm going to divide these evenly by 4, and then I guess, or by 8. And then we're going to add these to the ramp portion, if you will, just for a little bit of extra traction for the tires so that they don't slip on that bare wood. I think that will either get the traction I'm looking for or destroy my tires. So one or the other is going to happen. There. That should do it. We're going to do a dry run first. We're going to put 1 ramp in front of each tire. Here we go. That is what I want. Look at that. That's what we're talking about right there. My daughter is getting the traps, which we need to bait with some delicious peanut butter. Spray down the engine with some peppermint oil, and we have mouse-proofed this vehicle. Para ratones. Final touch, peppermint oil, diluted in water. I'm gonna get it in the nooks and crannies here. Get your mousy paws off of my SUV. All right, and there you have it. Hit the like button if this has been in any way helpful for you. Chris from Tiny Industrial signing off. Have a good one. Be well, and I'll see you in the next video.